Hey world, what's good? It's your boy LG, and I'm back with another video. And just wanted to do this video on something that's close and near and dear to my heart: fighting games, more specifically the fighting game community, and just some issues that I want to kind of bring to the forefront that I've noticed. All right. Now, a couple of things that I've noticed in the fighting game community that I feel, especially with newer people coming in, is that there's this social change, these changes that's going on within the structure of the community, and I'm not necessarily feeling it, for lack of a better term. I'm not feeling it at all. Like, some of this, the way people are going about it, the way people are trying to change the game and in ways that don't need to be changed. One thing I'll tell people, anybody, about fighting games, it's extremely competitive. It's not like Call of Duty, it's not like League of Legends, it's not like even NBA 2K, where you have a team and you can play with your team, play with people, and if you happen to have a shitty game, you're 0-10 in Call of Duty, for example, your team can carry you and still get the win. With fighting games, it's a whole different beast. It takes away the team aspect, and it's literally you and your opponent. So if you're not that good of a player and you're going against somebody that's put in some work, well, we already know who's going to win. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, I feel, need to understand that concept. And with the competitive nature of anything, especially with fighting games, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that a lot of people, especially from the outside looking in, may not get. Trash talk. This is the biggest one. A lot of people have a problem with trash talk or people being too competitive, if you will. And this is the part that gets me, is it's part of the game, right? People that taunt or that trash talk, teabag, it's part of the mental game, right? And the thing about the mental game is it's something that's complex. It's easy but complex at the same time. So a simple teabag, and there's videos that's talked about, like, the psychology of games. Matter of fact, I think it's I want to say it's A Gaming or Gaming Lab or something like that. I don't remember the name off rip. He's talked about this, talked about the psychology of gaming, from everything to button mashing to why teabagging is effective and all of that stuff, and trash talking and stuff like that. So my point being is that it's every part of the game as learning how to do a combo. It's, if I can get you, if I'm trash talking you and I can get you to underperform, right? I've done my job. Okay. If I can get in your head, for example, and I'll use a sports example. Draymond Green is known for talking, being very vocal. Let's just put it like that, talking a whole lot of shit, right? So if Draymond Green goes against somebody, let's say he goes against LeBron James. LeBron James, say, averages maybe 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Okay, we're just using that as an example. And if in that particular game, Draymond Green goes against LeBron and he's talking his trash and he makes him a threat, he makes him underperform, and he makes him go 10 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, then he's basically done his job, right? So it's the same thing with fighting games. A lot of people, they'll talk shit because that's how they get down. You know what I'm saying? That's how they can get you to underperform. They'll get you missing and dropping your combos. They'll get you to play beneath their skill level, and they can even, some people can take advantage of that and say, and make you look like you're normally a high level player, but they can make you look like low level and defeat you because mind games. You know what I'm saying? So when you take out the mental and stuff like that, to me, it makes the game not as exciting. You know what I'm saying? It makes the match not as exciting, and it makes the game, it just takes away a layer of the game, to me, that's a part of fighting game culture in a way. Now, do people go too far? Yes. Right? And for those who go too far, and this is the very important part that y'all need to understand, that for those that go too far, there are ways to go around that. Okay? I've seen so many people, and I'm personally, and I've mentioned this before, like, I'm tired of people recording these videos of, somebody, for example, saying a racial slur, right? And then they're just sitting there taking it. You know what I'm saying? They're just sitting there taking this abuse from this person, and they're using it so they can put it on Twitter and boost themselves up, right? Now, if it's really that bad, right? Every game has an option, or at least if not the game itself, Xbox, PlayStation, they have ways for you to report, you know what I'm saying, these players, right? So if somebody's really getting on your nerves to that point to where you can't take it, then you report them, you block them, and you can move on. Certain games like Street Fighter V have a blacklist option to where you don't have to play that player anymore. Okay? Most games have it to where you can block them, or if not block them directly, if Xbox can do that, at least, like I mentioned before. So the fact that people are going out of their way to sit up here and cry and whine to Twitter and say, well, why is this on a platform? Why is this, that, and the third? When you have the ability to do something about it, it's utter stupidity, right? It's utter ridiculousness at this point. And in my personal opinion, it makes you look weak. Okay, you can't be sitting up here talking all of this shit about how you're good at the game and blah 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 whoop de woo, when some random person can sit up here, talk shit about you, haven't even, maybe never even seen your face, right? But can sit up here and talk shit, and you get butthurt behind it. Okay, am I condoning the racism? No. Right? Am I condoning that? No, I'm not. Am I condoning the abuse, the harassment? No. What I'm telling you is there are ways to fix it. And instead of you allowing that shit to happen and trying to glorify it, do something about it. You see what I'm saying? And if it's somebody that you know in the FGC, okay, that's a known trash talker, and they're giving you problems, we need to make this a thing. If we do have anything in this fucking code of conduct, there needs to be something to where if you disagree with somebody, first to 5, first to 10, first to 3, something, fight it out. Especially if you're in the FGC. Like, I don't understand this. Like, if you have a problem with somebody in the FGC, how come you're not fighting this person? Right? Y'all both got the same game, and you over here trying to get them deplatformed because they said something or they misgendered you. Like, come on now. It's fucking, y'all both have the same game. Fight it out. If it's that big of an issue, fight it out. And leave it there. That's the problem with folks. Folks don't want to, like, folks want to be victims so bad. And I hate the fact that the victim mentality has crept into the FGC. And now, don't get me wrong, we've had several players, like new players, that come in and say, oh, well, this player is a scrub. All they do is this, that, and the third. All these characters do is spam and blah, 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 whoop-de-woo. And don't do anything about it. I'm personally sick of it. I've had it up to here with the shit because I'm tired of people that don't want to do anything for themselves but complain and say, hey, instead of me saying, hey, what can I do to be a better player? It's always somebody else's fault. You understand what I'm saying? No, don't get me wrong. I talk my shit. Yes, I have my moments too. Okay. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna either put the game down for a minute or do better. You know what I'm saying? Take time to practice harder, or put the game down, take a break, and come back later. Like I mentioned, it's not that hard, right? So, but, and I gotta make this clear, right? On the other end of the spectrum, okay, people need to understand when enough is enough, right? People need to understand that folks have limits. Okay? If you over here playing somebody and they're talking shit, or say you're in somebody's stream that's playing Killer Instinct, for example, or Street Fighter, and they're doing bad, and you want to sit up here and they're normally big for talking shit, and you notice they're not talking, they're not really that talkative today, or they tell you, hey man, not right now, respect boundaries. Okay, sometimes, yes, I agree that going too far is an issue. Yes, sometimes people go too far. All right, sometimes people go too far. I agree. All right, I understand. And there are people out there who will take advantage of a situation and try to push it to the limit and try to make people act out. That right there, I will agree that it's wrong. Okay, some people need to know how to chill and ease up and have some decency, right? And I'll give y'all that. But like I said earlier, if it's really an issue between two people, there needs to be some sort of resolution, right? So if somebody keeps bothering me and I'm at the point to where I'm frustrated, okay, look, bro, let's do this. First to 5, first to 10. These are the rules we set. Are you gonna play me or not? Okay. And this leads to my final thing, right? This leads to my final point about this, because a lot of people that complain about these trash talkers and people that talk shit and people that are on the outside looking in and talking shit, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a little secret, right? A lot of them don't play the game, okay? A lot of them will never touch a fighting game. Why? Because they feel like it's too scrubby. They feel like it's too hard. They feel like it's whatever issue here. It's just, all you have to do is spam, and all you have to do is this or something that they've heard from somebody else, in a clip of somebody raging, and they thought that to be true. Okay, most of these people ain't got no stake in the FGC. Okay, a lot of them don't. Okay, and the ones that do, most of them, the ones that do, they're not saying much. I'm telling you that I'm giving you the reality of the situation. A lot of them aren't really gonna say much. They just gonna tell you to get good. Okay, and that's the other thing that a lot of people need to start doing, is actually start putting in the time to properly practice. Trust me, it's a process. But like, a lot of these people are just trash. You know what I'm saying? They talk shit because they're behind the screen. They're anonymous. You know what I'm saying? They haven't put any effort. Most of them haven't put effort in behind the game. Okay. And the ones that do put effort behind the game and say a game is trash, well, like I said, those are few and far between, in my personal opinion. And those are the people you just, like I said, you leave them the fuck alone, because their words hold no weight. Okay, is it annoying sometimes? Hell yeah, I tell you that off rip. You know what I'm saying? I tell you that off rip. It's annoying as shit. You know what I'm saying? But I can't. I'm not gonna sit up here and take stock in some random ass person telling me I suck when they don't know the level of work that I put in behind the scenes. Okay, just because you know, beat me in one game, you know what I'm saying, it don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, wow, you stopped me from ranking up at that one moment. Big whoop. I guarantee you're not getting the full story. Just saying. And but yeah, last but not least, I feel like we got to talk about this one too, because like I mentioned earlier, a lot of people complain about spammers and and stuff like that, and I gotta go to the practice room for this one, because this right here is something that really irks me, right? So I'm gonna use my good old Spinal here in his lovely practice outfit, and then we are going to go against, we'll do Jago, why not? Good old Jago, right? We're gonna do good old Jago, because there's certain things that people keep, you know, especially a lot of newer people, and it irks me to the nth degree, right? It irks me to the nth degree, because these are the same people that go up listening to all these people, and it's not even just the newer players that come in now. It's starting to be some of the more prominent people in the FGC starting to complain about bullshit, and which leads me to question, why do you have these people getting sponsored in the first place? But you know, that's a whole nother topic that we're not going to go into. All right, anywho, so for those of y'all that like to complain about certain things, let's go to the dojo right quick. All right, so a lot of y'all like to complain about, oh, he throws fireballs. All he does is throw fireballs. All he does is throw fireballs. Oh my God. Right? So, I'm gonna play that back. Oh my God, all he does is throw fireballs. Now, if you don't know how to handle shit like this, you don't need to be playing fighting games. I'm just saying, all right? Because this is easy to deal with. Okay? So you can literally walk. Okay, don't do that. See, you see how easy it is to deal with. That's easy stuff to deal with. And it's a part of the game. It's called zoning, right? It's called zoning. It's designed to keep out. So your options are to walk them down and block. You can easily block this, right? You can block. Okay, you can't. No, I can't jump right now. But you can block, jump over, and in the case of Spinal, I can see. I can even absorb it, right? In the case of Spinal, okay, that's a specific that's a specific character case, right? But my point is, there are ways around it, right? There are ways around stuff like this, right? The biggest thing with fighting games is it requires practice. It requires time. In order for you to get good, it requires practice. You're going to lose a lot in some cases, right? So you have to, in order for you to understand the game, you have to take the time to practice. You have to get with people that actually don't mind teaching the game, right? Get with people that actually are maybe, around your skill level, and play with them. That way, if you won't feel that much pressure if it's the issue. You see what I'm saying? So there's many ways to go around this, many ways to go around it, and to deal with things in the FGC. And I really think that right now that a lot of y'all need to understand that, look, certain things are just in the game. Let it be, right? If something's bothering you, you can, ignore it or do something about it. And I'm not talking about go to Twitter about it. You can block, you can report these players if it's that bad. Okay? We don't need a whole social justice movement. You know what I'm saying? We don't need none of that. Okay? We don't need none of this so-called anti-racism shit, because a lot of it, like I said, a lot of it is just bullshit anyway. And I'll talk more about that probably in another video. But a lot of this anti-bullying shit that y'all, these people are talking about, they just be bullying themselves. Okay? But like I said, it's up to you. And this is the part with fighting games that you should be learning. At the end of the day, everything you do is up to you. If you win, if you want to win, you put in the work. You know what I'm saying? If you do win, it's something that you did, that you took advantage of, whether you knowingly or did it or unknowingly did it. Okay? Whether if you lost, maybe you dropped the combo that could have won you the game. Maybe you try to press buttons when you weren't able to. Maybe you kept trying to. Maybe you weren't blocking. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you weren't blocking the right direction. So many things that could factor into it. And it, with so much stuff happening at once, I understand it's a lot to take in. But getting better, especially in this genre, takes time, effort, and energy. And I guarantee you, once you put the bullshit down and put it to the side, I guarantee you'll be doing a whole lot better. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to listen. Once again, I appreciate you guys. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed. Leave your comments below. And like I said, if you agree with me, disagree with me, maybe I left out something, maybe there's something that you want me to add to, or maybe you don't fully understand, hit me up on the comment section below. And also, all my social media is right below here on the screen and also in the description below, and we could talk more. All right? Well, if you excuse me, I'm about to go do some more practice. All right? I'll catch you guys on the next time. Peace and God bless.
The Dynasty